down, buddy boys and girls and everyone. First things first, I am home alone and it's night, so we are going to put on a show because that's the way I roll. Y'all, I still haven't watched The Summer I Turned Pretty. Is that bad? Probably. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Ashton. Hey, hi, hello, how are you? If you read the title of today's video, you know that I am going through my physical TBR. And not only that, but we are making a TBR jar, and I will be picking my next read out of this jar today, right in front of your very eyes. So stay tuned. I was looking through all the books that I have not read. Y'all. I also will say that most of these books, if they're in a series, it's just the first book out of the series, because I wasn't going to put every single book in a series into my TBR jar, because who would want to start with like the third book in a series if I accidentally drew the third book in this series? So let me explain the rules. So every single book that I own that I have not read is going to go in my TBR jar. However, this is not going to include rereads. So like recently I bought the first two books in the Red Queen series because I wanted to reread just those first two books. I'm not going to put those in the jar though, because that's not really on my TBR. It's just like one day, sometime, I'm going to look back at those. Also, if I pick a book out of the jar that is scary, like I just said, I'm home alone, it's nighttime, we are not reading that book right now, I'm sorry. The last thing, things like memoirs, like Stephen King's On Writing, journals like Sylvia Plath's unabridged journals are also not going in the TBR jar because they're not really the problem. This is really the problem that we've got going on here. So we're gonna address the problem. Without further ado, let's get into making our TBR jar. Me be a woman, 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 woman. For our jar, I'm going to take slips of paper out of my notebook and I'm just going to write down the name of the book. And if it's a series, I'm just going to write down, like, example, the Shatter Me series. It's a bunch of books. I'm just going to write down Shatter Me series. Decorate a jar first. So I don't really have a vision. This was a task that I did not want to do. And I was like, let's find a way to make it fun. And so that's what we're doing. I'm like, my thoughts are thinking right now, tell me why I just have a bag of candy. Actually, don't answer that. Okay, so my first idea is to put this on the side and then do like a thing in the middle that says like TBR jar. This is not a tutorial, by the way, so if you're looking for a tutorial, you're not gonna find that here because I don't even know what I'm doing. Anyway, guys, let's chat. So this is fun. This is new. Do I have anything to say? Cute. I'm having a lot of like worries about the upcoming fall and filming these videos because I just struggle so badly to get on a schedule. I don't know what it is, but every single time that I'm ahead, I fall behind. Every single time that I'm behind, I'm like scrambling and I barely make it on time. I don't know if I've mentioned this on my YouTube channel, but I am a senior in college. I don't think I've told you guys that much about myself. So maybe this is the video where I do that. If you guys didn't know, I'm a senior in college. So basically I skipped 1 year. Do you guys see how I just wrote TBJ? Where was I even going with that? TBR jar is where I was going. Okay, well, you didn't quite get there, babe. Graduating 1 whole year early. Financially responsible, probably the only financially responsible thing you'll ever see me do. But yeah, so I'm a senior in college. This is my last fall. Not really sure exactly what I'm going to do after school, but I'm thinking about doing an online master's program, looking at a degree in library science after this, which I think would be really fun. Okay, wait, I love this. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Yeah. Let's do the stickers. So if you guys didn't know, Halloween is like one of my favorite holidays. Christmas is probably my favorite, but Halloween is my second favorite. And I love Charlie Brown and I love fall. I feel like a lot of people do. I associate reading with fall a lot of the times. So I kind of want to decorate it with some of these like Charlie Brown stickers because I think it'll be really cute. Kind of thinking like something with pumpkins. I love this one up here. I'm just gonna put stickers around the whole jar. We're just having fun. You guys people who save stickers, because I think I'm a person who saves stickers. Maybe this is me overcoming that fear. I don't know. Is this video entertaining? I can't tell. Library science. So I want to go into library science because number one, I love the library. I don't talk about that much on here, but I absolutely adore the library and all things about the library. I'm pretty educated on it. I would say, like, I think I know more than the average person does about the library, just because like it's such a good like community resource, and I love the library. I think people don't realize all of the things that their local library does. It's actually incredible how much a library does, and it's just beautiful. Another thing that's really inspired me is because there's this person who wrote the book series Splintered. Their name is A.G. Howard. A.G. Howard was a librarian when she wrote Splintered. That gives me a lot of hope because I really, really want to write a book. I know I've mentioned that a couple of times on here. Librarianship is a comfortable enough place where like I can feel satisfied in my everyday job, but I can also like gain so much experience and knowledge and growth to writing a book. Really more interested in the public library field, but I'm not really sure if the public library field is interested in me. These sheets of stickers, which have like really cute, just like different academia stuff on them. It's giving like, I don't know, a storybook. This is so beautiful though. I'm like loving this so much. I hope you guys are having fun. These buttons are so cute. These buttons are reminding me of Coraline. I love Coraline. I'm gonna put a blue button on here because it reminds me of Coraline's blue hair. I also have these really cute butterflies. Just needed you guys to know that I have butterflies. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a cute, like, glittery butterfly. That is everything. This is my jar right now. TBR jar, and then these are my stickers. So we just did a pretty good even mix of the Charlie Brown stickers and the butterflies, and I'm obsessed. I love this so much. I'm so glad that I used my stickers on this. So now that our TBR jar is made, we're gonna go through all of these books behind me and write down their names on little slips of paper and put them in the jar. Next thing I think I wanna talk about is my book. I just don't know if people are necessarily interested in listening to me talk about my book and my writing process, but I would be more than happy to talk about it. Of course, I don't wanna give away like my character names and my plots and this, that, and the other, but I would be really excited to just like chat about it. So I'm cutting up my slips of paper now, by the way. So if you wonder what I'm doing, you hear some folding. That's what's going on as I'm cutting up slips of paper. The inspiration of my book came from, I saw this thing on The Plottery on Instagram. If you don't follow them, you totally should. Super helpful, a great resource for writers. So I saw this prompt on The Plottery's Instagram page. It was basically like, start a scene using this. And so I did, and it was, yeah, I mean, it's not like the best thing that's ever been written in the entire world, like never been done before, totally, you know, whatever. But I really liked it. It was a scene between the two main characters, and it was set in like this royal setting, and it was just like really fun for me to write, and I don't know, I just had a lot of fun with it because I wasn't taking it seriously. Since then, like gone back and revisited it and revisited it and revisited it. Anyway, in February of this year, when I went back, I revisited this scene. It was like maybe 3 or 4 pages. I fell in love with it. I was like, this is beautiful. This is great. Like, I love this. I love this setting. I love this idea. I love these characters. So in February, I decided to actually start writing actively from that scene, as if that scene were the beginning of a book. I did not start with plotting. I did not start with planning. I did not start with an outline. I didn't even know anything about those things. I just literally jumped right in and started just writing. Our first book on the list, by the way, is going to be Jennifer Lynn Barnes's series, Little White Lies. I'm going to tell you a little bit about each of the books as I'm kind of doing this. So the Little White Lies, about a debutante. I'm just going to tell you all I know about them. It's about a debutante, and it's got these cool covers, kind of like these reluctant debutantes who get into some mischief and trouble. Anyway, in February, I started writing from there, and it just completely consumed my life. I would have scenes like running through my mind day in and day out. I'd be sitting in classes and I couldn't pay attention because I was thinking about the book. Although this summer I intended to actually finish the first draft, I was like 30,000 words into this draft. When I decided I actually didn't like the direction that the story was taking, it was written in present first person, and I have now decided that it needs to be in past tense third person. So you can only imagine. So if you're curious, yes, I did restart the book. Honestly, I'm a lot happier with what's coming out now. So that's how my book came to be. And I will tell you guys more about it the farther along we get. It is a YA realistic fantasy with a love triangle, friends to lovers, enemies to lovers, magic items, strong female main character, found family. You're welcome. Our first book is going in the TBR jar, everyone. This book is Beach Read by Emily Henry. As far as I know, there are two main characters, and I think that they write completely different kinds of fiction, and then they swap genres. Okay, the next book that we have, I'm really excited about. It's Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. I think that this is literally like this girl goes to somewhere and learns magic. The next book is The Way I Used to Be by Amber Smith. The only thing I know is that this has a trigger warning essay in it, navigating life after that big change. It's the 7 husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Evelyn Hugo is a superstar and she has 7 husbands. She has had 7 husbands. I don't think she has them all simultaneously. This is also by Taylor Jenkins Reid. We love some hypotheses. There's no way I just said that. We love some abbreviations. This is the Hazelwood series by Melissa Albert. There's something to do with like a grandmother, a family, magic, a haunted forest, something like that. So the next book is Sky Without Stars. It's a System Divine book 1, so I think this is a series, by Jessica Brody and Joanne Rendell. Young Money. Show you off. I'm really excited for this fall of school because I think it's going to be really fun. Okay, so the next book that's on our TBR is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Criminal Minds, but with teenagers. And the teenagers, I think, have like unique special powers almost that help them solve cases. So it's kind of like Spencer Reid almost. I realized this weekend that I can never like something casually. I love Jennifer Lynn Barnes, so I went and bought all the books, followed her on Instagram, looked up her Wikipedia, yada, yada, yada. Like, I can't be casual about it. The next book is Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. I think something fantasy, high fantasy maybe, and that's literally all I know. It's Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. I've heard that this book is a really good depiction of mental health, but I don't know what the plot actually is. Apples Never Fall by Liane Moriarty. Liane Moriarty? I forgot that I bought these books. Yikes. This is The Elementals by Michael McDowell. I don't know at all what it is about. So the next book on our list is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. It's like a murder mystery, I think, including these students who went to a Shakespeare academy, which was really cool because at the time that I was reading this, I was actually taking a Shakespeare class. Speaking of If We Were Villains, the next book is All of Us Villains by Amanda Foody and C.L. Herman. But I don't actually know what it is about. The Atlas 6 by Olive E. Blake. I know that there is some type of like secret society, magic, teenagers? The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. I don't know what this one is about, but I think it has something to do with like a dead literary agent or something like that. Fun fact, Ashley Poston, who wrote this book, actually came to a bookstore kind of ish near my area, except I hadn't read her book yet, so I didn't go. Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. So look how adorable this cover is. Are you kidding me? Never read Anne of Green Gables, and I've also never watched Anne with an E. A viewer actually recommended this book to me, and now I'm ecstatic to read it. Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I didn't realize that some of the characters that were in Caraval are in this. Very kind viewer and commenter let me know that information. He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. I watched Sarah Caroli's like reading sad books for a week vlog, and she just kept returning to this book over and over and over again. It's Fable by Adrienne Young. Fable follows this girl. Her father left her, and I think her mother died. She's trying to find her father to take her rightful place next to him on his ship. She has to get the help of this guy named West. I know that. And something about pirates and ships. And pirate ships. The Queen's Rising by Rebecca Ross. Don't remember what this book is about either. However, I remember being really impressed by it and having never heard anything about it. The Grimrose Girls by Laura Paul. Murder mystery that I think is tied to fairy tales, if I'm not mistaken, unless that's a different book series and I'm wrong. It kind of reminded me of Truly Devious, if you've ever read that. An academy, missing people, a murder, yeah. Last book on our list is House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. Would it surprise you if I told you I didn't remember what this book is about? This is my TBR jar. She is so cute. This is her from the back. Oh, I forgot another book. Hold on, I forgot one. Oh, I forgot to add Shatter Me to my list, so we're actually at 25 in the TBR jar. I am also going to put Summer of Broken Rules in here because I forgot to do that as well. So now we have entered the portion of the video where I'm done rambling, I'm done talking about myself, and we are gonna pick my next read. You can check out my Instagram for updates on books that I'm reading, by the way. It is at Ashton by Books. Just wanted to plug really quick in case you don't follow me on Instagram, but if you're from my Instagram, hey, hi, hello, how are you? It's me, but on YouTube. Let's pick our next read. I'm so nervous. Okay, this is like a tightly packed read. Here we go. Or book, whatever. If He Had Been With Me. Jar has spoken. Our next read will be If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nowlin. Well, I'm gonna go clean up and deal with the repercussions of this video. If you want to hear more about my book or my writing or writing vlogs or anything like that, also put that in the comments below. I think that's everything I need to say, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, I will see you guys when I see you. Bye. Mwah.